This module is called Smart Government, the National Plan and Roadmap. The plan defines a way to get from today to tomorrow's smart government, provides a maturity model, a roadmap for implementation, and measures of performance. So let's start with today. Today there exists published MGov or mobile government guidelines and a roadmap. There's a growing adoption of portals and mobile applications for services. There's prioritized government services. There's even a UAE mobile government application store that was launched in April of 2014. And there are federated strategies across the UAE. What does this model actually look like in the future, tomorrow? There is a national level smart government plan addressing a diverse set of needs. We have mobile and smart devices as the primary access channels, sector-based application program interfaces, APIs, secure identity management, integrated infrastructure across the entities. So that's the future of what it can look like, and these are examples. Obviously, there's more to it. So the plan is to go from current, today, to the future. And in order to track our progress, there's a maturity model that was designed, where it began with traditional government services, where you actually go to an office to actually get your services. So there's limited electronic or electronic access channels. There isn't really a unified strategy or operating model, low accessibility or availability of services, and limited citizen outreach targeting constituents. To electronic government, where services are support electronic delivery, there's a transformation and or service prioritization criteria does not really exist. Dedicated ICT resources support government service delivery, and some strategic planning does exist. To mobile government, where services are delivered through targeted access channels, services are prioritized and selectively enabled, and there's a consistent methodology applied to evaluate the strategic impact. And there's an end-to-end data exchange. And the ultimate goal, which is smart government, providing cloud-based and dynamically provisioned resourcing. Services are selectively target specific demographic indicators, and intelligent service delivery is based on predictive analysis. So the maturity model takes us from the past of traditional government to where we are today with electronic government, moving to mobile government, and ultimately to smart government. And the roadmap provides for the implementation, where there are 7 priority areas, where there are that contain initiatives, and those initiatives that contain projects. So what are the priority areas? They are, first, smart infrastructure, smart identity, engagement and outreach, governance and policy, human capital, smart data analytics, and smart service modernization. On the right-hand side of the table, you can see some of the initiatives that have already been launched. There are many more that will be launched, but this is an example of some of them, like the national network infrastructure, like the public awareness campaign. And there are measures which are going to track the current as is and the progression, the progress that is made to the future to be, along 3 broad categories called organizational capability, service delivery, and strategic impact. So these are the 3 broad categories, and there's already measurements that have been taking place with the current as is, and as the progress gets made, there will be measurements taken with respect to the future to be state of system services. So, in summary, what we have is a progression from today to tomorrow, achieving smart government. We have a maturity model that begins with the past of traditional delivery of services to electronic government, to mobile government, and ultimately that ends with smart government. We have a roadmap to guide the implementation that contains priority areas, that contains initiatives, and the initiatives that contain the projects for implementation. And we have a way to measure from the current as is to the expected performance to be state.